Hi guys, Andy here. So you may have watched videos recently where I tested the Sony noise cancelling headphones, the Bose, the Sennheisers, the Plantronics. The first three of those, all very much the upper end of the budget, up kind of 300 or so. Actually, I think the Sony's might be down to 250 now. Great buy, I'll tell you that now. If you can afford it, 250, definitely the way to go. The Plantronics were kind of around the 160 mark, I think, 150. I'm going today with some budget ones from Taotronics, £50 on Amazon. They've got like a 15% voucher as well at the minute. I'm not sure. There is a promo you can find on Hot UK Deals, which actually brought it down to £36 for me. So I'm just really interested to see what can noise cancelling do at £36. So I've not opened up just yet. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, there's a carry bag in the box, which seems pretty sturdy. And there we go, there's the headphones. That feels a little cheap already to begin with, if I'm honest. It looks like it's slightly scratched as well. But let's just see what's over on this side. So there's a 3.5mm sort of extension cable, you see that in there. There's the old airline adapter, and there's a micro USB. There's also an instruction booklet, which we'll come to in a moment. And on this side, okay, well, they don't feel too bad. They don't feel too bad at all. Let's go ahead and they actually feel very comfortable. Yep, that's a good start. So obviously the ear cups twist through 90 degrees. There's a reasonable bit of motion. They feel quite. Let me give them a bit of a. Yeah, and it's like my shake test. You know, they're not really moving. That's a good sign, I think. What have we have around the ear cups? So I'm going to guess, and I probably should get the instructions out, that turns on the active noise cancelling. Oh, it even flashed blue. That's going to be the 3.5mm jack. Over this side, volume, up and down, power, lights, and charging port. So actually, I'll just really quickly check the instructions to make sure we know what we're doing, then we'll get them paired up. Okay, so the buttons were, as I said, so that's good to know. To pair it up, we're going to hold the power button down for 5 seconds. I could hear it saying pairing, and then hopefully, I think I've just seen a device appear. Let's give it a second to hopefully get a name. There we go. Taotronics, that's what we want. I could hear the headphones saying the phone is connected. So sounds pretty good generally. There's a good bit of bass. I mean, it doesn't sound as good as the Sonys or the top end ones, but generally it's a pretty good sound, I would say. So I'm now going to turn on the air conditioner and we'll see how the active noise cancelling does. Okay, so I can tell you can tell the difference, at least. That's a good thing, I suppose. It's not amazing, but it goes from sound like a to sound like a which I think is, I would imagine on a flight or on a tube, that would probably be quite a big difference. When I bring the music volume down to about halfway, so probably quieter than I would normally have, you could tell the difference. When it was off, I could just hear the fan, and then I'd turn it on, and the fan, you couldn't hear it at all because the music was at a volume that it would be louder than what was left of the fan. So at this point, I will use them for a few days. They claim to have 30-hour battery life. So I'll see if I can use it for 30 hours. That might take a long time. And then I'll come back just to give you kind of a bit of a summary, I suppose. So I've been using them for a few days now. I've used them for various things, mainly sort of attached to or connected to my little Bluetooth dongle, listening to music on the computer or playing games. There's a few things I think are worth just pointing out. So one, I guess, was fairly obvious, but there's no app for these. So with the expensive headphones, you do get an app. You can do some tuning. You can change the noise cancellation. You can change the graphic equalizer. No, these are very basic. They are just headphones. Connect them up and listen. But that's fine. I think that's okay. It doesn't actually tell you when you've connected, so I was having a bit of problems connected to my little dongle, and then when I realised, oh, it's actually connected. It just didn't announce anything. Normally they announce something, Bluetooth connected or something like that. But again, we're looking at basic bottom of the range, if we're very honest, Bluetooth noise cancelling headphones. Generally, I think the pads are quite nice and large, so they do feel very comfortable when you first put them on. I did notice after a little while I was getting a little discomfort in my left ear. I'm not really, it's one of the ones where you just kind of keep moving around. I mean right now they feel really comfortable, so I'm not actually sure what I'd been doing. I don't know if it's just that I've got big ears and they weren't fitting depth wise. I'm not sure. So maybe not for prolonged, or maybe, I mean, that might be me, to be fair as well. Like I said, they are quite big round cups, I think. So, and there's the foam, it's not as soft even as my Sonys, and my Sonys aren't as soft as the Bose. So again, we shouldn't compare. It's really unfair to compare against sort of £200-300 headphones. Generally, I think they're pretty comfortable. I think I mentioned already, it does sound good. It sounds really good. I think when you get the volume up the upper end, there is a slight bit of distortion in there. But at that point, they are quite loud. You know, I didn't need them really that loud. I bring them down a couple notches and you didn't really notice anything. So that was fine. There was almost no audio lag as well. So I mentioned I played games with them. The big problem I had with the Bose, again, we're going £300 headphones, but this is a win for the cheapies. The Bose couldn't do it. So I would fire a gun and it would go bang. It just couldn't do it. That's why I got rid of them. So I got the Sonys. But these, at £36 or £50, even if it's not on offer, they were fine. There was a slight bit. I don't think they were as quick as my Sonys are, but not to the point that it really, you had to kind of look for it, if that makes sense. It wasn't something like, oh, what's going on here, which I did with the Bose. So how can £50 headphones do it and Bose can't? That boggles my mind. The only other thing really to bear in mind, so that the power and the noise cancelling are totally separate. So we're off at the moment, but I can turn the noise cancelling on. Can you see that? And if I turn on or off the headphones, the noise cancelling will stay on. Which I guess in some ways is good, because if you do just want to have noise cancelling while you've got an air conditioner running or something, you don't have to have them powered on and connected to something. And at the same time, then I can turn them off, and you do feel a difference. So feel a difference, hear a difference. There's definitely, I mean, I can still hear my computer fan, but it's definitely quieter when I flick it on. So I think for £50 or £36, if you can still get the offer, hotukdeals.com.co.uk, I forget which. Go and search Taotronics, I guess. For that price, I think it's amazing. It's really, really good. The sound quality is not epic, but it's good. Like the noise cancellation, it's not epic, but it's okay. So I think for the money, it's a really good buy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon. Well done, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you might want to click the little fellow that should hopefully appear about here to subscribe. You may also want to check out some of my other videos, which are going to appear somewhere there. Also, come and have a look at my website, androidandy.uk. There is also a forum. Come and say hello on the forum if you've got any questions about things, or request me to review things, or anything else. Just come and have a chat on the forum.